just about, looking at the time of day, I think I'm just about to reach my 1 week anniversary on Twitch. So I started streaming last Saturday. I gave it a go. I just derped around, finding out how you use all the settings, and then on Sunday I started playing this game. We just started a brand new game of Space Engineers, and I've got to the point now where, yeah, let's get back to talking about this game. So I took this spawn ship, and I kitted it out with a driller. So, because the most grindy thing about this game is having to hand drill materials. So I put some drills in the front of it. That was the first thing I built, and then I started building a small platform so that we could expand on some of our manufacturing materials, some of our manufacturing equipment. And the goal, my eventual goal, is we want to build an absolutely fabulous base. That's the intention. And I want to build a fighter ship that's big enough to pirate anything that we see out there. We want to be able to take them all on, military fighters, the whole lot. So that's my goal with this game. We'll have to do it in stages. It takes a little while because we're playing survival mode, and I'm playing it with meteor showers switched on. So all these things, they mean that you could do this in no time in creative, but no, we're doing it the hard way. So it will take a little while. My next step, while I've been muttering away here, I've had our facilities making the equipment that we need to finish off the equipment for the first part of our base, because we have 3 assemblers, but we only have 2 refineries. We've got one on the ship here, we've got one down on the platform, and I've got 1 arc furnace which is down on the platform. So we need a few more of those. I want to put a beacon on the platform so that if we go wandering off exploring space, we can find our way back home again. A few other bits and pieces down there. So we should have all the equipment we need to do a fair bit of building, and we'll get started on that quite soon. I just love this game though. I tell you. Anyway, the reason why I was telling that really long-winded story about how I ended up, like what my inspiration was, why I'm doing this, why I'm sat here today talking to myself and anybody listening, why I'm doing this is my original inspiration was Mr. McLuckable, who the first ever Let's Player that I came across. He was such an inspiration to me. I was watching him last night actually playing Resident Evil on Twitch, and yeah, just really enjoying being part of the community. And so I was telling you all about that because so that I know which assembler is which and which refinery is which, I needed to come up with a name for my platform. And last weekend I was struggling so much to come up with a name for my platform, and I've decided that I'm going to call the platform Muckluck in honour of Mr. McLuckable. And as we build things, new ships and things, I'm going to name them after all of the people who have inspired me to take up gaming again. and to make videos and to play Minecraft and to play Space Engineers, and you would not believe how much people laugh at me at work for doing this. I find this an endless source of entertainment, and they find me an endless source of entertainment at the office. So you don't find, well, I was going to say, you don't find many women of my age playing games until you start talking about it, and then you find out that there's an awful lot of women my age playing games, and we all work in the office. My boss was the last time I mentioned, I think it was, I took, when my computer was being delivered, I took some time off work. As I mentioned, I took 3 days off just before the weekend, and so I'd spent 5 days gaming solid. So when I booked the time off work, my boss was saying to me, "Oh, going on holiday, going anywhere nice?" And I said, "Yeah, cyberspace. So I'm gonna play games. I'm gonna be lost to the world. I'm doing nothing but playing games." And he was laughing at me, and he was saying, he says the only person he knows who's like me is his 7-year-old nephew, and he was suggesting that that maybe I was a 12-year-old boy. He said you're far more like a 12-year-old boy. And then it turned out that within the team, I'm not a lawyer, but I work with a team of lawyers, and within the team of lawyers, there's actually 3 of us who are fairly hardcore gamers. It was quite surprising anyway. So my boss has discovered that actually it's far more common than ever he thought. And we all came out the woodwork. There was one of the lawyers plays Call of Duty. Another one of the lawyers is another Minecrafter. We all watch YouTube videos instead of telly. So yeah, it was quite surprising. But as far as I'm aware, because at least nobody else has admitted it yet, it seems that I'm the only one out of us who makes videos. But yeah, I haven't. They know I'm doing it, but I haven't told them the name of my channel or where to look or anything like that. I figured I don't mind them looking, but maybe I'll get a bit better at it first. Because at this moment I still don't know how to edit videos properly. I don't know how to cut bits out. I know how to sort of top and tail. I know how to make Twitch videos into highlights, so I can sort of chop them in like that, but I can't cut out the dull bits. So I ended up making, I think it was about 19 videos last week, and a couple of those videos, they start with something sort of important to the development of my base or something like that. Maybe the first 5 minutes and the last 5 minutes will be quite important to what's going on. But then maybe there'll be 5 minutes in the middle which is just me looking at my inventory, usually chatting about something. But yeah, something that if I knew how, I probably would have just cut it out. And I don't know how to do that yet. I don't know if I need more software or if I can do it with YouTube, but these things I'll learn. So yeah, this sort of, I've got to the point where I can now broadcast something, and I can make videos out of something. So that was last week's lesson. So this week's lesson is, can I make good videos? We'll see. I'm pretty sure that the sound quality is better this week. So the batch of videos that I make in this coming week out of the material I'm doing now, the sound quality should be better. And something I'm really, really pleased about is Space Engineers, the latest update, has brought the music back So we've actually got a bit of background music while we're playing, which I'm really pleased about. That'll help my content as well. Anyway, I think now that I've got as far as explaining why I've called my platform Mukluk, which has taken me an extraordinarily long time to do, and has taken us all the way back to the 1970s. I think we should now go and do a bit of building work. We should go back to platform Mukluk and go and do something on it. So let's just line myself up.